All right, good afternoon. Welcome back here to Trader Minute. Great to have you aboard. I know I didn't expect to be on video here this afternoon, but some circumstances changed, so fortunately able to jump on here. So going to jump, or I'm jumping on and want to talk about, Boeing. Looks like we're going to have to, it looks like I'm going to have to exit here, and then, we'll look to, sum up the challenge to this point, with the trades that we've executed on the board, and talk about that just a little bit. Now, the entry price on Boeing stock when we made this change, when we pulled the two contracts off and added two other contracts, was $371.50. Okay, Boeing right now. Boeing right now is $373.03. So the stock's actually $1.53 higher, right? And this kind of puts us in one of those interesting situations that we were in with which one was it? Was it J&J maybe? Where I can't remember exactly which one, where the price of the stock, it was actually Procter & Gamble, I believe, but where the price of the stock had gone up, but the option had gone down. And the way it sits with Boeing right now, we're down $100 on the option, even though the price of the stock has gone up from where we entered. Now, this is one of those kind of really, really gray areas, one of those areas where, the decision basically is left up to me here with it, to make, because the stock and the execution of the algorithm's working, but the option is actually going, going a little bit red there. And it's not one where I can look back on all the past data and say, wow, here's 600 trades. When this happens, it's overwhelmingly bullish or overwhelmingly bearish, because it just simply isn't when it comes down to it. And so it's it's kind of just one of those arbitrary decisions that we run with and go. And either way, there's not a decision that I look at and go, well, this is massively wrong or this is massively right, as far as that decision. So when we come and we look at it here, Boeing stock, it just really hasn't done anything since we made that change 3 days ago. The stock is, kind of moved in a little bit of a choppy range, but, still in a very, very bullish position overall. But, just going into the weekend, given where we're at and, what's on the board out there, I think I'm just going to pull it and move on, and look to start over with the next trades here. So let's come in here to Boeing. Let's see if it'll fill me at 12:15. I shouldn't do this. It's just going to annoy. Oh, it did. It filled me at 12:15. So out of Boeing here at 12:15, and that takes the challenge to all cash here at the moment. Okay. So we got in at 12.75, out at 12.15. But overall, Boeing trade highly successful here this week. Let me make sure the alert went out. And we'll update the spreadsheet here, but 12:15, that's what it was this morning. And then trade close date here, 6:21 p.m. and closed. There we go. All right, so we've now had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trades, right? We've now had 10 trades and for the challenge here, and I'm just verifying that the alerts went out without a hitch here and that the numbers match. Make sure I didn't make any mistakes. All right, there we go. So we've had 10 trades. Now we are, this challenge has 94 trading days in it. Okay, if we count the holidays, 4th of July, Labor Day, the Memorial Day holiday. So we have 94 trading days in the challenge, and today we're at day 30. So we're just under a third of the way in here to the challenge. Now, the challenge success or failure doesn't rise or isn't pinned on the number of trades we make. We are a little bit lighter on the trades than what I thought, what I expect to be in a 30-day period. 10 trades and 30 trading days. Okay, it's on the lighter side, but it's not, crazy. It's not anything, too strange or too unusual there. The way the trades have performed here so far is, we've had Boeing go and hit its price target. We had Visa go and hit its price target, right? We had Under Armour hit its price target. Disney hit its price target. Gold hit its price target, right? So we've had 5 out of the 10 hit their price target, which is about what I expect, right? About 50 some odd percent, to hit their price target here, and we're in that area, right? We are definitely in that area. I expect 3 trades to get stopped out during a given period, and we've only had 1 get stopped out based on the actual price of the option, price of the stock moving to the stop level. The others have stopped us out based on time. So Procter & Gamble, JD, J&J, Verizon, all time stops there. And on the time stops, I expect, a little bit of hit or miss. Some are up a little, some are down a little. But overall, it not to, make a huge difference with things. So we're running at the percentages that I expect any challenge to have. Now, it's only a basket of 10 trades. Different baskets are going to have different actions, different activity, associated to them. But this is the standard that I expect for baskets of 10 based on all of the past trades and all the analysis and all the work that we went in or we put into, to develop this. The gain part of it for 10 trades is running a little bit stronger than what I expect. We don't have any kind of real bad losses. CSX, we could classify as that as it was stopped out. But one of these kind of switches a little bit. We're down around 10,000 for the challenge value, and with about 10 trades, that's about where I would expect that we would be, somewhere in the 8 to 10,000 area, and we're at 11.5, 8,500 worth of gains here. Okay. Now, when it comes to a challenge, the ultimate goal is 100K, right? And a challenge doesn't work by, hey, let's make 10K every week for 10 weeks, and boom, we'll be at 100K, right? The challenge has a exponential type of a growth move here to it. Why? Because we're able to put more money into each trade, right? And we've started to do that, and yes, my allocations have been a little bit lighter than what would be normal. But 1285 was our first trade, 1152 the second, 1436, cash in. The next one was 1400 if you combine those two. Then we got up to 1800 on Under Armour, 1900 on Disney, 2200 on Visa, 2300 on Verizon, Boeing 2200, which we probably should have done one more contract there on Boeing. And then CSX, the largest there at 2,500. So, we are, as we have gains, we are seeing, the cash into each trade increase, and it's almost doubled here, right? It's almost doubled. And you'll say, well, Jeff, the challenge is more than doubled. Shouldn't the cash in be increasing a little bit more? And you'd have a very valid point. But the cash in has been very consistent in terms of the allocation overall. And what will happen is, as the challenge goes, as there are some losses, the cash into each trade will diminish. And as there are gains, the cash into each trade will increase. Okay. And so a challenge kind of gets broken down, and the way I look at it is in a series of 5 doubles, right? 5 doubles. That's what the challenge needs here. And goal number 1 is double number 1, right? That's goal number 1. Get our first double, then we're off and we're going. We got the first double, here, what was it, 2 weeks ago? We got our first double, challenge pushed above 6,000. Great. That's mile marker number 1. Mile marker number 2, get to 10K. We can take the 3K out and go, right? And then mile marker number 3 is to get the second double on the challenge. Okay. Now, with 94 trading days in the challenge, to be on pace to get 5 doubles, we need a double about every 19 days. Every 19 trading days. That's about what we need. We need a double about every 19 trading days. We're 30 days in, and we should have 2 doubles by 38 days, to kind of be on that pace. And again, it doesn't work out exactly. It never has. It never will. But to kind of give, some of that pace, in mind, we are right on pace. We are right on pace with what I expect the normalized pace to be, for getting those 5 doubles, for giving a challenge a legitimate shot to push into 100K. And so, after 10 trades, I know it's been a very interesting market environment. It's been one where, we've seen a little push down, a little push up, market back up to highs. There haven't been a whole lot of signals, come into play, which is typical for summertime. But you look at some of the chaos that's out there between the Fed and, the politics and Iran and, trade war and all that kind of stuff. Those are kind of the normal things. And, challenge is kind of pushing right on through here and is on a good pace, for getting into that triple, that third double, getting into that fourth double, and moving on into the fifth double. And I know that, pulling a little bit of cash out at the 10K mark and the 40K mark, it does affect, kind of that double strategy and everything else, in terms of a few days here and there. But, bottom line, we're on a very good pace here and plenty of time to go here in the challenge, as we're going to run this challenge till September 20th. And that'll be the challenge cutoff, the challenge end date here for it. As you know, this challenge methodology is a big shift in terms of how it has been run in the past. These trades are not based on Jeff's opinions. They're not based on, well, what is Jeff like today? And, is there a day trade here? Is there a longer-term trade here? And, what's it going to do in the next 5 minutes? And, what is Jeff going to do? Blah, blah, blah. This is a very consistent, very systematic, and very kind of deliberate process and methodology, and one that a lot of time and development has gone into, and one that is so far functioning as expected, for the majority of challenges. Now, not every challenge is going to go like this. Some will go to 0. Some will be hotter than this. But overall, it's the pace of trade, the kind of easy, kind of systematic, this is when trades are done and made, that type of stuff. This is what I do expect. I think we have gotten a few, or have had gotten, my grandmother would kill me by saying that, but we've been fortunate with a few trades. For example, Boeing, where we get in and the next day it just, lift off, right? We had this with Under Armour, and again, I don't expect this to happen with most trades, but it was 2 days of lift off. Then we had gold, and it was just 2 days of lift off, which looks small compared to where gold is now, right? And then, so we've been fortunate with a few of those. We've had some duds here with JD, just kind of nice little signal, and then just kind of sit and spin and doesn't do anything. And all right, got to get out and move on. We had that. Then we had CSX, which nice little whipsaw for us here. But overall, overall, it's the process is playing out the way that I expect it to play out. It's playing out in terms of the routine or the predictability of when trades are coming and how trades are coming. And bottom line, not a single trade on this board was made because, Jeff likes the chart or Jeff likes what's going on. And you'll notice on every one of these trades, I haven't really discussed the chart. I've showed the 3-7 trigger. That's it, right? Just so you can see that consistency. But I haven't really discussed, the merits of gold and the merits of Under Armour and the merits of CSX or, the demerits of another one here. It's just been, hey, boom, here's the trigger. We know the probabilities are in our favor, and we're going to go and run with those. Okay? So that's, after 30 days, that's where the challenge sits. And, off to a decent start. And we'll just carry on and grind on with the same process and same methodology, for the next 30 days. And then for the next 30 days after that, and for the next 30 days after that. And, we'll see where the results, land us. Thank you for hopping on. Thanks for being with us here at Trader Minute. Have yourselves a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk to you on Monday. Take care.